What's shaking, team? Let me take this off. So clearly, as y'all can see, had to cut this shit with this here and the way this shit is formed on the side, and I believe they use an impact. I could not get this 17mm bolt off, so broke back out the zawzell. Can never go wrong with this shit. I love it. So I just cut this shit down over here. I'm gonna probably end up doing the same thing on the driver's side just to make it so much easier. Throw an 18mm socket on here and just give it a quick impact. And we should be straight. Get this shit up out of here. Let's go, team. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Changing my inlink. Got my Pro Forge joints. Let's go. All right, you already see it, team. We got the fresh TN coilover in the front to go along with the Pro Forged inlink. I'll drop some info for y'all, but again, sealed, stronger, made maintenance free. Yeah, it's good luck. It's a good luck. I'll get that info to y'all, but just wanted some fresh inlinks to go with the coilovers. These other ones was done, bro. Like super done. Heard the rattling noise, so if you're going over bumps and you may be hearing a little bit of rattling, could be your inlink. It definitely was mine. I was hitting bumps, and you know, even holding it right here, I could flex it in place, so I already know what the weight of the car on it. It was definitely rattling and going over bumps. So that's down. My next thing is I'm going to get to this outer tie rod in. You can see that shit is shot. About to get that shit out right now. You can clearly see my outer tie rod is shot. So I definitely need to get that replaced, right? So, booyah. Pro Forge. That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. Pro Forge, tie rod in. Again, sealed, heavy duty, maintenance free. Let's go. All right, team, so going in for this outer tie rod, right? So as of right now, I use my needle nose pliers and my hammer just so I could tap out the old rusty ass cotter pin. I already sprayed it with some WD-40, the penetrate, and I sprayed this with the penetrate already. So I'm gonna go in with this with my vice grips and the hammer just to knock that loose. And let's get this nut off, and maybe have to come in with my hammer with a couple of love taps right here on the knuckle just to loosen up the outer tie rod once I get the crown nut off right here. That's a 19mm. Perfect fit. Let's go. Let's get this shit off. So, see, I got the 19mm crown nut off. So now, even doing that, this shit is stuck in there as of right now, right? So, this is where the trusty attitude adjuster comes in. All right, team. After a few love taps, finally. Now you can kind of see this shit is done. Boot completely ripped. Probably no grease in it. Even with this in here, you can see the flex is so heavy. So now with this out, let's get a turn on. But let's get that back in here. Let's break this loose now. Vice grips. Oh yeah, Mr. Vice Grip. Hammer. Oh, stop. Hammer time. Oh. Good shit. There we go. So that should be it. And let's count. Let's get this backed off a little bit. And we can twist down the inner tie rod so we get the outer tie rod off. Let's go. So you could already see, team, shit is done. This shit is over. As soon as I started twisting this shit out, the whole rubber joint fell off. So no grease, no none of that. That's no good. Got the new one on. What I did to see exactly how far my joint is on, I counted it as I was twisting it off. For my passenger side, it was 19 twists, and that had me in alignment. So I'm gonna try and twist it roughly back to that 19 twist joints I had to get it on there, 19 threads, so to speak, or 19 twists. Lock nut is, put the new lock nut on there. That's the old one. Roughly where I saw it at. So I'm just gonna count the 19 twist of this outer tie rod and just to kind of keep it roughly in alignment until I go get an actual wheel alignment. Let's go. Alright, so we got the new tie rod, new outer tie rod locked in. Lock nut is tightened down. Again, I use my vice grips for that. Tighten it down. So I got it back in there. And now that's nice and snug. Now, this in here. We got the 19 on the bottom. Let's get the impact. Where we could get the cotter pin through. Where we at? New cotter pin right there. So let's get this nice and snug, and I'll be right back with y'all. So there you have it, team. Fresh, brand new outer tie rod in. That's 9 times out of 10 always what needs to be replaced, the inner tie rod. It was feeling good when I was twisting it. I don't see any tears in the boot or anything upon inspection. It looks good. The outer tie rod, brand new. Let's go. Y'all see the setup. My lower control arms are looking good for right now. The rubber bushing here is still good, even when I took the knuckle off of the control arm. I'm sorry, of the coilover. The control arm was still kind of snug as far as holding the whole assembly. So still in good condition. Let's go and do the other side, but just wanted to give y'all that just in case y'all wanted to do y'all outer tie rod and y'all was trying to swap that end link. For me, I had to go crazy on it. You see the cuts and all of that. The old one wasn't trying to come off without a fight. Word. Had to cut it down. You already know. Let's go. Got it. Old shit out. Little bottom screw shit that ain't want to come out. Got that shit. So now let's install the new joints. Let's get it popping. All ready.